This fall, I want to introduce a new routine to my life. Starting off with my morning routine, I will have some milk face mask, and instead of a sheet mask, I have this sheet. It's kind of like a cotton pad, but it's stretch. I got it from Tesu. It's like a Japanese import store, and then you can dip it in the milk, regular milk that you use, and then you spread it out on your face. It's kind of like a milk mask, sheet mask. Then I squirt my mouth with some coconut oil. It's supposed to help with your teeth and oral issues. I don't have any issues, but I heard that it's supposed to whiten your teeth, which is fantastic. And after rinsing my mouth with the coconut oil, I can brush my teeth like regular. And here you see me put some oil on my face and do some massage. This oil are a combination of castor oil and vitamin E oil. My skincare are pretty simple. It doesn't matter what products I'm trying out or I'm using. I always end up go back to vitamin E oil, hydrate my skin. It help healing my scar if I have any. I think for a while I'm done trying out products. Here, this two product is the last two I'm trying for my neck. I see that it went viral and it's good for like lining. I just have the line on my neck that I wanna fix. That's about it. But I'm trying out to see how well it's doing, or at least I'm gonna try until I finish it. After that, I just spray some hydrating serum on my face, and then I use some sunscreen. The last thing you just saw me put on is for my hair to help it grow, and it's kind of like rosemary spray-ish. And then I'm go on with my breakfast. Last time I told you guys that I don't know what this is called, arrowroot, and I guess you can find it at the Asian market. So for my breakfast, I keep it light, so I'm gonna rotate between this and the sesame cereal thing that you saw me eat last time as well. But since I make my own sesame thing, I'm gonna make it like a milk, like a nut milk to drink in the morning. It doesn't add any sugar or anything, so it's not sweet like smoothie. That will be my new morning routine. Just to care for my skincare and my body. And the new thing I want to do is I want to input some movement into my life. It's not that I don't move around, it's just that last year I didn't know what's wrong with me and I didn't get diagnosed yet. So I was just like trying so hard on the diet and on going to the gym 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. Nothing worked out. So now that I find out what's wrong with me, I guess I can maneuver, be flexible around, to help improve my health a little bit. This time I'm just focused in my mental, my health in general, but I'm not focusing in losing weight because I already know what's wrong with me and I don't know how long it's gonna take for my hormone to be balanced again with the medication I'm taking. I'm just hoping all the symptom could slowly go away at least so it doesn't affecting my daily routine type of things. But currently I am taking some medication, and on top of my symptom, I also have side effect from that medication. It's pretty strong. It actually make my symptom worse. And then now I'm trying the new medication just recently, and it helps. But then now I'm kind of have all the symptom going back again. So then, yeah, I think it's gonna be a long journey. The doctor told me it's gonna be quite some time. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of sickness it is. I just see it as a cold. Everybody gonna get sick. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get over sooner or later. I just have to be positive about it because I just saw my mom went through cancer after I gave birth, so I don't have a heart to tell anybody in my family that I'm sick. And at least my treatment is just drinking medication. Is nothing like major that not allow me to do daily things. So I'm still gonna function like normal and hoping the tumor gonna go away or something like that. And here you see me doing the oil for my hair because last year when things got worse, I feel like half of my hair is gone. I usually was blessed with thick hair, and then boom, like within 6 months half of my hair is gone. It's shredding so crazy. I don't even have postpartum losing hair. Postpartum I only lost hair about 2 weeks. That's when I start see like a few strand of hair on my back. I don't usually shred like that. This time last year a lot of my hair gone, and of course come along with a lot of pain. So I thought I have cancer for a minute, but no, I did not have cancer. I just have tumor. So then now I'm trying to grow it back after I cut it because I was so scared. My hair was like long to my waist, which is it took me so long to grow it out. and then I have to cut it really short because I don't want to see like a ball of my hair every single time I shower. It's dramatized me. This is pomelo skin. I just boil it to get the juice out of it, and I'm gonna rinse my hair with it. This is Olka. I think it's called Olka, right? And then I'm just gonna cut it, take it to boil, and then strain out the water, and I'm gonna like put on my hair. Mind you, this is different days. Some day I do oil, some day I do this, some day I do the ginger. But I just put it in my hair, leave it about 30 minutes, and then I will rinse it and then wash it like normal. And this will make your hair really smooth. I tried this before I was sick and my hair was long. Oh yeah, it make your hair really smooth, just like the coconut oil. You can do coconut oil too, but if you don't rinse your hair well enough, it's gonna make your hair like greasy. Now you see me put the Oka thing on my head, but the thing is, it's really hard because it's kind of like jello-y texture. So I had to put it in the bottle and I tried to spray it on, but it took so long and I lost patience. So then I opened the, the little thing and it just poured on my head. But mind you, it's gonna drip all over. So be careful and make sure when you do those kind of things, you don't wear your pretty clothes, okay? Moving on, I'm doing ginger today. So before I beat this ginger, I will slide it a little bit so it's easier. I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag and I'm gonna take the little thing and beat it so the juice can come out nicely once I soak it in hot water. After you let it sit for a while, you can drain out that ginger and you take the water and then you spray it on your scalp. Only your scalp, okay? Don't do it to your hair because it's gonna make your hair dry. But if you feel a little bit burning, that's mean you're using the ginger that old and it's strong. You can add a little bit of water. The thing is, when I do this, I did a bit too much water, and then I don't know what the heck am I gonna do with it later because when I don't store it right, it will get moldy or I don't use it up fast enough. You know what I mean? So if you do it with a small amount, maybe half of what I'm doing right here, and then you can beat it like that, and then you drain, put in the hot water, let it soak for like an hour or so or until the water is cool, and then you can drain it out and use that water to spray on your scalp like I did. But yes, I've been introduced this routine to my hair for the last couple weeks. It's doing fine, and you see the rosemary spray before with my morning routine, that's helped too. So far I see only baby hair on some of the area, but I don't see a lot of baby hair growing like it's supposed to. My hair is not shredding as much as before, but it's definitely thinner. Even my hairdresser, he was like, yeah, I see your hair thinner. What can I do? It is what it is. You know, I'm trying my best to do whatever I can, which is the oil hair mask and drinking all this healthy stuff that you see right here. This is the black sesame with black bean and etc. I grind it and then I put it in this milk maker and it would just make it like nut milk, and then I can alternate with my other thing for breakfast. It helps with skin and hair as well. If you don't have any hair issues, it will help your hair darken and growing. So now I have hair issues, I have to use that as well. Then it comes to my night skincare routine. This is after shower. I have to moisturize my body, moisturize my face, and then put on some lip stuff, some of the skincare product that I'm currently using and trying out. What you see me spraying is the acid toner from The Ordinary. I usually use it for the face, but right now I trying to make my legs smooth, so I use it for my legs. I just do some spray, and then I put in some baby oil, and I brush through my legs and my arm to kind of like help the blood circulation. Lately half of my body being like numb, and when I lay down, every side I lay is only for 5 minutes and I start to not have circulation on my body, so I have to do this. You know, I guess this can help you slim down too if you want. And then after I brush, I can do the Cetaphil, the little jar you see. I like the jar more than the plum because I feel like the jar consistency is more thicker, and I have used this for years. Like I remember since I was like 18. So yeah, still trust this brand. I use it for my legs, my arm. I don't use it for my face. I guess you can. Moving on to another routine that I introduced myself to, it's the mugwort herbal steam therapy. So I got this from Amazon and it come with the no, I don't think it's come with the little thing. You have to buy it separately because it's have the wooden one that you put this mugwort in and then you burn it and then the steam will come out from the wooden. But mine, I don't want too much smoke, so I got this one. And you see, after I put it in and I close it like that, not a lot of smoke coming out and you won't burn yourself because it have the layer right there. And as you can see, I measure the pressure point on my legs, my knees, and my belly. I do it on my belly too. It's also help with your digestion if you do it on your belly. Sometimes I do it on my foot. It help warming up your body. I always have cold foot, cold sweat as well. Now that you see me doing that at night, I put this hot oil on my foot and then I just put on the sock. It's important to keep your body warm, especially with the weather nowadays. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye. Today I'm making body scrub and this is really easy recipe that I learned. You can just put coffee ground. You can use the one that you already use. But the thing is, if you use the one that already used, it's moist, it might mold up. So I use the one that I haven't used. Then I add some sugar. I also add in some coconut oil to moisturize. And then if you want to, it's optional. You can add in honey. I add honey and then I also add in body wash. You have to make sure you add the body wash when the honey is still wet, okay? If you only add the honey in and you don't add the body wash right away, the honey, it mixed with the sugar, is gonna like make the grind thicken and it's hard to scrub. It's more harsh on your skin. Just make sure that you add it all in. I do a big batch because I'm lazy. I don't want to keep doing it. And if you're feeling fancy, you can add in some rose petal. Actually, the rose petal, I grind it a little bit so it can be more fine. Before I add the rose petal when it's a little bit clumpy, and when I scrub, it tends to scratch my skin. So I try not to do that. My skin is not super sensitive, but I don't know, it's had this thing where you scratch it lightly and it have that line and red. So yeah, it's really easy to turn red. It looked like I got abused, but it's not. So yeah, I just have to be super careful with that. With this, you can add any body wash. Make sure that you stir everything up. You know, make sure it's not too runny or too thick. Then it's ready to use. And I put it in a closed cap container so I can use it anytime. I often do the body scrub maybe 2-3 times a week just to smoothen my skin. And then I will go in with some baby oil and then I'm gonna do my scrubbing and pressure point. I try to do this more often, but I don't know, when I do this and then I have all this grease on my body, so I get lazy. But you can use some baby oil and then you do the pressure point as you see me brushing. You brush the inner thigh and the outer thigh, same thing on your calf, just to kind of like get your blood circulated, and it's also have some pressure point in there. I watch some of these Chinese pressure point and it's really helped when I do this. It's actually make my body feel lightened. Just make sure you use a decent amount of baby oil before brushing, because if you don't, you can end up with some bruise. I like to use the pressure point on my foot because when I do this, it actually have some point that helping your gut and it's also helping relaxing you. It's helped me with my sleeping as well. So after I done all that on my foot, I put in some hot oil. My mom calls it yo yo or yo nóng. And then I put on some socks because you need to keep your foot warm in order for the rest of your body to be warm. I tend to have colder feet. I also do this to my arm to slim down my arm a bit, but it also has some pressure point there as well. And that's my body care routine. So this is what I'm gonna do post my period. After having one kid, I'm kind of pay attention to my woman health care type of thing. This is a tea I'm making. I'm putting some herbal ingredient. If you like, I would list down the name of the ingredient. You can get this at the Asian supermarket for the herbal tea. It's supposed to kind of like help flushing out the toxin in your body. And then I also do some steaming for women's steam. Before I have kid, I was thought that I'm gonna have vaginal birth, but then I turned out to have induced and C-section as well. So I don't have to use the herbal steam, but I did prepare it. Technically, the women's steam is good for women in general, not only for, you know, women have kids or not. Even though I didn't have vaginal birth, but I did push for 3 hours, so I have to have the steam. Originally, I ordered the herbal steam package online, and then I just purchased an extra sit bath. I think that's what they call it. So you can steam it, and all you have to do is boil the herbal, and then you pour it in that and wait for it to cool down a little bit, and then you can sat on it and let it steam. You can also use the Lumi thing that you just saw me put in the pot. I think you can get that at the Asian market or Amazon, but this is a sit bath I was talking about. So after I boil the Lumi thing with some rose petal, I just put it in this pot and wait for it to cool a tad bit. Don't burn yourself, and then you can steam it. After you steam, you can also use that water to rinse through your private part. Now, I'm not an expert in this, so do your research before you do it. This is what my mom taught me, and this is what it worked for me, so I just want to share it. Then I go in with some body scrub that I made. I just added some sugar, coffee ground, honey, and coconut oil to exfoliate my skin. Today, I will be coloring my own hair. I brought this Garnier box hair dye. The color is number 600. I think it's natural brown. And the cream inside the box is not going to be enough for my hair, so I also add in the 30 volume cream that you can get at Sally. And this worked wonder for me. I've been using this technique since I was 18. I'm not a hair expert. I just want to put it out there. I just often do things by myself, and I learn as I go. Before, when I was younger, I even cut my own hair, do my own nails. On top of adding the cream, I also add the vitamin E oil, even though the packaging already come with the oil. But you know, I sometimes adding castor oil or vitamin E oil while I color my hair, so it don't take away the shine that it have. Yeah, then I just go in by section. At first, I go in where I need the most, which my gray hair at the front, and then I can go toward the back. My technique is a bit different now that my hair is short. When my hair is long, I usually go with the root first, and then I go from my neck from the back toward the front. And then I also do the long hair. I have to do the one the inner first and then the outer later. The point is to lift the darker color first, and then whatever you think that is going to take a long time to lift, you have to do it first. And then whatever the lighter color, I have to do it later. Depend if I pick the darker color or lighter color, the ordering of doing my hair is gonna be a bit different. But now that I have short hair, it's only take me about 10 minutes to do all my hair. And then on top of that, my hair is thinner too. Now I have to do my sister's hair. She chose a darker color. I really like the color right now on her, but she don't like it. She like darker color, and I like to stay between the caramel color type of thing. It suits my skin tone. So for my sister, she also have gray hair. I think it's genetic with our parents. So she have to color her hair. So I do her root first, and then I do the outer later where it's light because she want to tone it dark. Then I do the rest later. Just make sure that before you color in your hair, brush your hair through. If you're a hair technician and you watch this part, please don't judge me because I know everyone's hair is different, but I just know what works for my own hair. And the reason why I color my own hair because I've been to the salon before, and I don't know, because my Asian hair is too dark. Every single time I go touch up my root or anything, they never get my root match up with the rest of my hair, even though there's time that they color my whole head, but it doesn't match. It's always have that line of a different shade of my root. But when I do this technique, it will match my root and the rest of my hair. But since the outer layer tend to be a little bit lighter, I always color my whole head. I think that's my number one pet peeve. It had to match.